389 Gaming.
Hey guys, it's Gar389 here, and I apologize for rearranging the order once again. As you can tell, this is not a Battlefield video. I had promised a Battlefield video on Monday and a Minecraft video on Wednesday. However, I ended up changing things around because I didn't really have enough time to record any significant Battlefield gameplay. I decided on Saturday that I was going to go out with a few of my friends, have a couple beers, and have a generally all right. I'm moving automatically again. I hate it when that happens. There we go. If that happens to you, all you have to do is press escape and then press escape again. Anyway, so I was out with some friends, had a couple beers, and before you say it, no, I did not get drunk. However, I was not out drinking alone. Someone else did. Long story short, I didn't get any sleep on Monday. Sorry, not on Monday, on Saturday. I had like a full 1 hour of sleep on Sunday, and when I got home, it was kind of like, I'm not really up for Battlefield. I mean, when you don't get enough sleep, it's kind of the same as being drunk. So I was thinking, no, I'm not going to get any good gameplay. So I went on Minecraft. I fixed up a little bit of the gold farm. As you can see, we're getting a little closer to finishing the second floor. I do need to cover the outside here, and I still need quite a few more blocks of obsidian. Yesterday I did some obsidian mining off camera, and as you guys can probably already tell from the fact that you've heard three, I think, 3 or 4. Yeah, there goes another one. Several of these... oh, there's another one. Wow, it's really kicking in now. As you can see, it's getting a little faster. They're falling at a much more consistent rate. Once we get this whole floor completed, it should be much faster than that. And on top of it, I think I'll put a third floor. I'm also... if this eventually picks up quite a bit, and I finish 3 floors on this side, I might build a second one here. Because these are modular, I can essentially make them as big as I want. I just need enough obsidian to do so. So that's going to be like the main thing. As you can see, I've also set up a little AFK room here. I don't have the cobble with me, but basically all you need to do is you go in here, failing to get in there, you put 2 cobblestone up, and nothing will bother you. Nothing can spawn in that space. It's lit up. And then when you're done, you just mine your way back out again, and you pick up the loot that has spawned. Now, as I mentioned last time, there is a little bit of a flaw in the design of this thing, in that, well, first off, it's not very efficient, but the other main flaw was that I built the floor a little bit too close to the obsidian. And basically what that means is the zombie pigmen can, swim and get caught here. Now they'll eventually get pulled all the way down, no matter what they do, but in certain spots, like right here, they can... Oops, now I failed to do it. Have to show you the issue. There we go. Is if they swim right here, they can actually get caught indefinitely for a while, and that slows the whole process down, so it takes a few seconds before the first zombie pigmen actually get pushed all the way through. If you're wondering why these are here, I actually put lava here. I was stupid enough that I forgot that zombie pigmen are immune to fire, so they don't get affected by the lava. That was supposed to ensure that they always die when they hit here. And all in all, I have been using it to get a little bit of gold. Not a lot. It only gives you a few nuggets every few minutes. But regardless of that, it's still producing gold. And because I'm not always out mining, I'm sometimes around here building and stuff like that. Sometimes farming. As long as I'm close enough to this gold farm, it will produce gold every now and then. The same with the iron golem farm, which I may actually end up building a second tier of. All you need is to go up 64 blocks, and I can do that. I can actually go down 64 blocks if I want as well. And there's some iron for us. You can see the iron golem farm is much more efficient because it drops multiple blocks of iron. Or not blocks, multiple iron ingots, while this thing only drops gold nuggets. Now, the plan is... Oh, there's another nugget. I was wondering why there weren't more of them. But the plan is to find a way to get some pistons in here so that I can push the pistons inward, and I'll make an opening up here where I can slaughter the zombie pigmen. And if you kill a zombie pigman, they can drop gold swords, and they can drop gold ingots. So all in all, it's more efficient if you actually kill them yourself, plus they give you XP for it. But while we're on the topic of that, I'll show you the other interesting little featurette. We go in here, we jump down into our mine. It's been a while since you guys have seen this mine, probably. Alright, let's see. Because I had a skelly farm down here, and I don't remember if I showed you guys the skelly farm. But essentially, Kyle went in and built a little skelly farm on a skelly spawner that I found, and there was an issue with it because he had built the water elevator too short, which meant that skeletons fell down here with almost full health. So you had to use a sword to kill them, and it took 1 or 2 hits to successfully kill them. Alright, now we need to wait for a little bit, have these guys spawn in. And long story short, I fixed the issue, and he shot me through the glass. Interesting. And I fixed the water elevator, I made it taller, so now it goes up further. And this block is an exact 21 block drop, I think, which brings them down to half a heart. At which point, all I need to do is punch them once, unless they're wearing armor. If they're wearing armor, then you just pull out your sword and you finish off the ones with armor. I fall down right onto this one block here. It takes a few seconds longer than the last one because he has to go all the way up 22 blocks or so. Hope he didn't get stuck. Hello, buddy. But once it's successful, the process is a lot more efficient. Just gonna... Oh, there we go. He didn't get stuck. I was worried he got caught on something. As you can see, one punch, and he's done. And essentially what that means is, in theory, I could automate this even further. I could just go down one block, put a thing there, and just have an infinite bone and arrow grinder. So I can just AFK in here for a couple hours, and I'll have a ton of arrows and bones, and I can just come pick them up, and everything will be good. Now, I'm not going to stand around here all day. I'm just going to finish off 1 or 2 more. We've got one that has gold armor that's going to fall in a second, and I can show you the difference. This guy, 1 hit. This guy, more than 1 hit. You see, when they're wearing armor, it takes a little longer. But still, the effective thing about this is I can just stand here and beat them with their own bones, and yeah, it's no biggie. Now, it seems like some of them are actually getting trapped up there. I'm not entirely sure what's causing it, but eventually they drown and their items fall down. No, that's the thing. This is just it's just the normal one. It's just a water elevator. It goes straight up. You don't need to use ladders. Kyle used ladders. I have no idea why, but the ladders actually have no impact on it whatsoever. So you can just have a sign there instead all the way up. You can also just use ladders all the way up. So whether you use ladders or signs, I don't really think there's any difference between the two. It's really just, you know, whatever you prefer. Now, unfortunately, you cannot move the spawner. If there was a way to move the spawner, I could just bring it up into my base somewhere, and I wouldn't have to go underground to get it. But either way, it's still a nice XP grinder, and it gives me bones and it gives me arrows, both of which are useful. Need bones for that bone meal, and you need arrows for that arrowing, turning people into porcupines. Oops, wrong door. Also, of course, it's neat to get the little iron and gold armor drops, and as well as leather and chain, which are all neat to get. As you can see, I already got full chainmail suit, and working on that leather suit, and more gold. Well, I'm just gonna max these out. Oops. Now, it's unfortunate that there's no uncrafting table. Those of you who have played the Twilight Forest mod probably know that there is such a thing as an uncrafting table. And basically what that does is you put an item in there, and depending on how much damage it's taken, you can either replace parts of its building recipe. So say, for instance, you wanted to make... say, for instance, you put a piece of gold boot in there, and gold boot is like... Gold boots are 5... isn't it like 5 gold or something like that? No, it's 4 gold. And if it's fully damaged, then you'll put it into the uncrafting table, and it'll show you the recipe, and all of the... say, for instance, you do this, like all of these will be transparent, and you won't be able to do anything with it unless you put more iron in, and then it'll fully repair itself. Now, if you put, say, a fully repaired gold boot in there, say, for instance, you get a few gold boots from some zombies you killed or some skeletons you killed, and you put them together, and it's fully repaired, and you'll have 4 gold ingots in here, and you can just take them out. And then when you're done, it'll uncraft the boots. The boots will disappear. So if they had that in Minecraft, that would actually be very useful. A useful side effect to those kind of mob grinders, because you'll be able to pick up gold boots and gold armor and gold swords, and if you combine them together, you'll be able to repair them for free, and then you will have yourself some free gold and free iron. Alright. I'm just going to quickly do my routine of... yeah, farming. Farming is a good thing. And this chicken right here, there's actually an interesting story with him. He used to be right here, and I felt sorry for him, so I broke the fence so that he could get in. And I was like, alright, go be free, chicken. Now he's there, and he's stuck again. So now, Mr. Chicken, I am afraid you have to stay right where you are. It's just the only safe place I can put you. Yeah. So he's a silly chicken. As I mentioned last time, this thing is full. The entire granary is filled to the top with wheat blocks, or hay bales, or whatever you want to call them. They're technically wheat blocks, because that's how they are made. I might actually decide to build with wheat blocks, just to do it. I'll also probably build another tier of this. Not because I have to, but because, you know, the more tiers I have, the more wheat I produce per harvest. Also, probably double and triple this thing. Now, there's a reason for that. I have a guy up there that will buy paper from me, so long as I keep buying his next level of trade up until the max level of trade, and keep resetting his trade deals. I can give him as much paper as I want and get myself a ton of emeralds, which I can use in the rest of my trades. In the future, in the far distant future, I'll probably be putting villagers into the city. I'll probably build like an infinite villager spawner, start it up, and start shipping villagers out all over the city. And hopefully that will turn the entire area up there up into a village. And it will hopefully be far enough away that it will not interfere with my iron golem farms, because I do not want that to happen. I also, since last time, put a roof on these. I know the roof is slightly different from the roof over there. I'm probably going to go with the roof design that's here, over there, eventually, because it actually, all in all, it looks a little bit better, even though it's flat. Now, these two are empty. I have no idea how that happened. But it's okay because the center of the village is decided by the doors and not by the villagers. And somehow, all of these doors are still connected to the same village. I have no idea how. No idea what happened. But I guess the best way of putting it is I've been fortunate enough that this thing still produces iron golems, even though all the villagers are over here and there are doors over there that they technically should not be able to reach. But, you know, it's okay. I'll look into that, and I'll probably end up shipping villagers off to these two, so that I get the whole thing fixed up eventually. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, and about Battlefield 3, I'm going to try and get some time on. Well, I guess Wednesday and Thursday will be the days for that, because Wednesday and Thursday are my days off. I actually have 4 days a week off, which is a surprisingly large amount. That means I work 3 days a week. However, when I have time off, I have to do work on my master's thesis, so I have to balance my schedule quite a bit. Now, today I've taken most of the day off. I finished writing a little bit earlier, and I'm going to go out in a few minutes and work a little bit more on it with a little help. And then I'm going to send that to my advisors on my master's thesis, and they're going to tell me how much it sucks and what I should do to make it better. Which is okay. I don't mind getting comments like that. Constructive criticism is a good thing. If you guys have any constructive criticism, feel free to post it in the comment section below, and I will take it into consideration. Now, granted, it is, of course, my research project, which means that in the end I do still preside over it. It's not like I have to do what they tell me, but you know, if they give me a decent suggestion, then the least I can do is to take it into account, and I do need those suggestions as often as possible, because being as I'm writing my master's thesis for the first time, I have obviously never written a master's thesis before, have no idea how it works, and yeah, I pretty much just have to hope for the best. So aside from that, not much has happened. Not been doing all that much Minecrafting. Mostly just been doing mining off camera when I'm on. The kind of thing that you guys might not want to see. As you can see, what I'm doing right here is pretty close to what my my daily routine is when I log in. I just come over here, I cut down some trees to get some wood, I go mining, I harvest crops. I really wish Kyle would be on here more often because my automated farms aren't running when I'm not here. And ideally, I want them to be running as often as possible. Now, another thing I've been doing, and it hasn't been happening yet, I'll show you guys. Cap Owner has been building this structure here, as I've told you guys before, so I got a little sign there saying it's his. I don't know when he's ever going to finish it, or if ever he's going to finish it. And I've gotten another recruit, so I've got Yautja TNT over here. He's going to build something. He hasn't quite designed it yet, so it hasn't started building. Not quite as spontaneous as I am, where I just log in and was like, I'm going to build a structure today. Let's see. Alright, how many more did we get here? None? Alright, and that's a problem with these guys, is they seem to have a much lower sapling spawn rate than all of the other trees. So you kind of have to wait around here until 12 of them have spawned, because otherwise you'll end up spending saplings instead of earning saplings. And ideally, I don't want to lose saplings. I want to progressively increase it so that I can build bigger tree farms in the future. Cut down a little bit of this wood here because we were running out of normal wood, or oak wood. Now, you probably noticed that I put little glass planes above them, so that, as you can see right there, I put those at the exact height that I can't hit, or one block above, because there's always a block of grass or leaves, right? Sorry, not grass, leaves. There's always a block of leaves above the tree, or above the wood. So I can put it up to that height, and then I can then it will always spawn below that glass block there, which I just can't reach. And what that does is it prevents these trees from turning into like giant trees, because you know the giant oak wood trees take forever to cut down. And while that is nice and it gives you lots of wood, it does take longer to cut them down than it does if they are normal sized. If they're normal sized, it's no biggie. They're nice and easy to cut down. You just run up to them, cut them down straight from the bottom. So now you know that. All you need to do is find out how far up you can chop. Place a block there at the exact height that you can chop, and then place a little piece of glass on top of that, and then remove the block. And then you have the perfect height. And you can do that for any tree type. So as you can see, this one is big enough that I can't chop it down from the bottom. So if I had a piece of glass right there, actually I can, but in theory this thing can be one taller than that. But if I had a glass block there, it would not be able to grow that. No, wait, this is the height that I can't chop to. So if I had a glass block there, it would only be able to grow to that height. And the same for the oak. The oak isn't a problem. The jungle trees, on the other hand, those can get pretty tall. But I kind of want them to be that tall because I can fly, so I can just fly right up to the top of them, cut them down, and pick up the wood that I need from it. Alright, now we've gotten ourselves some wood. Let's head back in here to the sorting system. And maybe we'll get started on a structure. I've been trying to think of something to build since the beginning of this episode, because I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what to do right now. because I just logged on and just realized, I need to record something because I need to get something out. I don't want to disappoint you guys. I want you all to have fun and enjoy my channel, and in order to do that, you guys have to get videos. If I don't make videos, then you have no videos to enjoy. So, or well, you do, obviously. I mean, you could go to any other channel, but point is, you don't enjoy my channel if I don't post anything for you guys. So, that is what I'm working on. Getting out a video so that you guys can watch it, enjoy it, comment, rate, subscribe, yell at me for being an idiot, stuff like that. The good things. Alright, let's see. So we've got plenty of those, and jungle sapling, I'll just put you there for a minute. And where do I have my seeds? I have one for seeds. There we go. Now that's starting to fill up. Got some apples with me. I have an apples chest somewhere, don't I? There we go. Apples. I like to gather apples because even though I don't make that many golden apples, it's nice to have apples. Just in case you want to make an apple pie, which surprisingly they have not added to Minecraft yet. And of course the most important thing that they haven't added to Minecraft yet, when are we going to get tea leaves so that we can make tea? What is your response to that, Mojang? I want my tea. I have no idea what tea's function in a video game would be, though, but still. It has to exist. So yeah, let's get to work on a structure up there. Let's build something across from where Monsieur Yautja TNT is going to be building when he gets around to it. Where is my mobs? Normal mobs. There we go. Lots of bones. Got plenty of bones, plenty of bone meal. That's great. All right, let's think for a second. What could we build here? Now, the interesting thing about this is that I may have made a mistake when I originally built this thing. So if I want this all to be even, so that I can build roads in like an even fashion throughout the town, they're going to overlap here, and they're going to overlap on the other side. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to build anything that way, because I don't want it... Well, I might build something that way, but it's not going to be in sync with the rest of this. I'll probably build some advanced resource-based structures, like an advanced auto cobble generator, or an advanced cobble generator, I mean. There is actually a way of doing that. I will eventually get around to showing it. And you, sir, how did you get in here? Where did you spawn from? Who sent you? Probably in here somewhere, but we'll worry about that at another time. Here's the pyramid from last time. I was thinking of building a market right here. So how about we try that? We could make it with let's see, wood and stone and stuff, and I have lots of cows. Need to kill some of those. Alright, let's pick up this XP before we go down. Get some wood. Get some stone. We'll build ourselves a little store. Again, I'll worry about the interiors later. So let's just work on the exterior first. And then maybe in the next episode we'll go into some of the interiors, because I have not done any meaningful work on the interiors yet. We're actually getting a bit of cobblestone brick. I'm gonna have to go mine some more of that. Alright, what do we have lots of? I guess we'll have to run with oak wood. I think oak wood is the one that looks best in that regard. Alright, so get a little layer of stone just on the outside of it. We'll worry about the interior later. Alright, that's enough humming. Alright, I think that'll be alright for the exterior portion. Actually, now I want something else. I want some cobblestone.